friends, welcome back to another prep series video. I am back in Canada now, sitting at like 4.5 weeks out from the first show, 6.5 from the second. Forgot to record the intro to this video, so a little bit of a rewind here, and then we'll get into kind of a day in the life, morning routine, cardio, meals, all that today to get a little glimpse of a day in the life. If you're new here, I'm a wellness competitor chasing my pro card this season, and if you've seen my first video, welcome back. Glad to have you along for the journey or for the ride. Anyways, let's get into it. It's a check-in day and I am exactly a month out. So let's take you through day in the life of check-in day, cardio, food, everything else that's gonna happen today. But first, coffee. And I will also show you my morning stack of supplements. And the first thing in the morning, before my fasted cardio, I'm just taking the supplements that are gonna help with fat loss. So I have yohimbine T3 and T4, which we implemented about 10 weeks out, just to replace my thyroid hormones. Clen, help with fat loss. Telmisartan, prophylactic. L-carnitine, help with fat loss, energy, metabolism. GH, help with fat loss as well. And I take TRT. I started that about a year and a half ago, because coming off of hormonal birth control I was on it for like 8 to 10 years, my test levels were completely tanked, and I could go down the route of trying to naturally increase those, but at this point in my life, I was more focused on bodybuilding and achieving things that I want to in this sport. So I decided to go down the TRT route, and I can always go back to the natural route after when I'm done competing and I have the time to do that. But for now, I am taking TRT. It's still implemented right now in prep. In the next couple weeks, we may bring that down a little bit, take it out, just because it does aromatize to estrogen, and that can affect your look and make you hold on to a little bit more fat around the hips. So that is more of a visual thing that we're gonna take out, see what it does a couple weeks out from show day. It's a lot, but it gets the job done. And most of these things I keep in year round anyways, besides the thyroid and yohimbine. Yeah, everything else I keep in year round. I just switched GH to nighttime to help more with the muscle building as opposed to fat loss. But everything else serves its purpose and has its benefits, keeping them in year round. Some pickies for coach. We've been doing like twice a week check-ins. So on Monday or Tuesday, I think it was, we made some changes and dropped food, increased cardio. So I'm definitely starting to feel that right now. Yesterday was a really rough day for me, but I dropped like over 2 pounds in the past like 5 days. So something's happening. I'm not going to be surprised if he gives me a high day or some sort of refeed after seeing these photos, because definitely flat, a lot of visual changes that have happened in the past like 5-ish days. So I'm excited to take these, see the changes, and then send them off to coach, and we'll see what he says. Dear coach, feed me. I know that's actually not going to happen because we just did a refeed Wednesday, Thursday last week. But at least I know he's not gonna drop things because we just did that on Monday. But anyways, just sending photos off and like little updates about like energy, hunger, mood, strength, all those kind of things. And then we'll hear back. I doubt there's gonna be any changes, but we'll probably check in again on Saturday or Sunday, usually Sunday. And then we'll make some changes if we need to, because at that point it's gonna be actually 4 weeks out. So we shall see. Do you want to see my pictures? Sure. This pose is like I'm way too bent over, so my glute looks way better. Get these fucking dogs. This is meal 1 in the works. I have 200 grams of egg whites, half a scoop of protein, some baking powder, and I just make that into like a big pancake, and I'll put on some berries on top of it. Normally I'll just have that and a rice cake and some almond butter, but today is a refeed day, so I am gonna have some oats as well. Normally on refeed days I like to do Kodiak cakes because they are freaking awesome, but I couldn't find them in the grocery store. Ended up getting these Flourish ones, which are absolute trash compared to Kodiak cakes. So I'm gonna go to a different store today, see if I can find them, and just have my pancakes later. So oats will do. Gonna have 50 grams of that with some cashew butter. So meal 1 is down. A little update that I got from my coach while I was on the Stairmaster doing my cardio. He does want to give me a little bit of a refeed today and tomorrow, so essentially just an extra 100 grams of carbs today, an extra 75 tomorrow, and tomorrow we're gonna take out fat burner, so no Yohimbe, no clen, and no cardio, just my step goal, and that's it. So that was a pleasant surprise, and that will keep me moving along for the next little bit until we get another high day. We have a nice busy day today. I'm about to record a podcast with Chloe Salter. She is a wellness pro over in the UK. So we're going to have a little bit of girl talk about female competitors and performance, nutrition, body image, relationship with food, all that. So that'll be a nice little chat. I'm really looking forward to it. It will probably be out by the time that this YouTube video is out, so I will link it below if you want to listen to the podcast episode. After that, I've just got client check-ins to do. I do have to get some grocery shopping done at Costco, so I'm hoping I have enough time to do that. I also have a business mentorship meeting and another mentorship meeting more on the functional health, women's health side that I've been doing. So quite a few meetings and learning today, but yeah, I'll show you the rest of my meals and everything else that needs to get done today, and that's it. So about to record this podcast now. So we are on to meal 2 now. I've got some carrot fries in the air fryer. I'm just going to be doing about 250 grams of carrot and 100 grams of chicken. I had 2 rice cakes and a little bit of jam right before I recorded the podcast because podcast kind of fell right in the middle of the time where I eat meal 2, so I just wanted something to kind of tie me over. So I had those rice cakes obviously because I have a little bit more carbs today. So I had that right before the podcast. The podcast went amazing. I can't wait until it comes out, and y'all can listen to it. I love, love, love talking to other competitors, other coaches, because me and Chloe, we both have gone through our own like battles with relationship with food, and that's the kind of coaches that we want to be for our clients now. So it was a really nice conversation, and having those conversations always lights a fire in me. I love it so much. So definitely feeling a little bit of boost of energy after that. So I'm gonna have meal 2 now. Going to take you to Costco with me after to pick up some groceries that we need, and that's it for now. So just pulled up to Costco, got my Trenta iced coffee. I had to get it because I had stars that were expiring, so had to go to use. I probably won't finish all of it. I always get light ice and then save some of it for tomorrow morning. My future self tomorrow morning is going to thank me. And then I always carry my own sugar-free like syrups in my car because Starbucks only has sugar-free vanilla and I'm sick of that. So I just carry my own and add my own sugar-free syrup. I don't know if anyone else does that, but that is a great hack. So we got to Costco, thank God, before 5 p.m. So it's busy, but it's not 5 p.m. Costco busy. So have the list already ready. So we'll go grab the necessities. Okay, plot twist, we ended up at Loblaws because I didn't have my membership card with me. So had to reroute and go to Loblaws, which is fine because there was some things that I wouldn't be able to get at Costco anyways. So I will show you what I have in my cart. We've got sauerkraut and kimchi. We've got some fresh produce, apples, bananas, carrots, cucumber, some seasonings. I got my Kodiak cakes. And then we've got all of the frozen fruit and veg, shrimp, beef, egg whites, some more fish, and oats, and that's pretty much it. That's all we really needed right now. We've got everything else at the house. So Costco haul, Loblaws haul is done, and now I can go back home and eat again and eat my Kodiak cakes. I'm so happy. Oh my god, these are so good. I'm so happy that they are in Canada now. They're, I think, like 60 calories for 15 pieces. Delicious. So they're like little mini rice cakes, but I am not getting them because if I do, I will eat the entire bag. I have no control around these things, so those are no. They can wait until I am done prep. Great. Next meal going down featuring Paul. Hi. So I'm doing fish tacos. Yummy. I have these little fiber tortillas, and then some cabbage, tilapia, and then I do this Greek yogurt dressing that I make on top. So it's literally just Greek yogurt, lemon juice, dill, garlic, and cucumber, basically a tzatziki. And I do that, and it is delicious. It hits the spot. Beef. Hi, Stinky. And then I have some veggies in the air fryer to go with it. Love you. Bye. Have a good workout. And that's it for this meal. I had a beautiful protein bar in between that hit the spot nicely. So I'm just going to do this meal, and then I'm going to finish off the evening with my Kodiak cakes. This is the final product. So air fried veggies, a little bit of like sweet hot sauce on them, and then the fish tacos with the tzatziki on the bottom, some cabbage, tilapia, and then a little bit of like green hot sauce on top. All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. My pancakes. The highlight of my day. What was the highlight of your day?
Watching you eat pancakes.
It's a pretty good highlight. Do you have steps to get in?
Yeah. I still have some work to do though.
Same. So still got some work to do, and then I think I have like 4,000 steps to finish. So gonna be a little bit of a trek after to finish off steps, but it's gotta get done. And I have my #1 supporter, my biggest fan, and my hubby that I love so much to do them with me. And okay, I'm gonna eat my pancakes. Okay, so we are a couple days later, finishing off this vlog. On that evening, honestly, I didn't finish working until like 8:30 p.m. Had a couple things to do in the kitchen, just like cleaning up, all that, and had to finish off my steps. And usually at the end of the evening when Paul and I go for a walk together, I really need that time to like unwind and just decompress, and just that's our alone time for the evening. So left the camera at home, didn't take it with me to record that last little bit of my evening, but essentially just went and finished off my, you had like 2,500 steps to finish. Took the dogs and then just came home and crawled into bed for the evening. But that was day 1 of a little refeed that I had. Coach actually ended up bumping carbs and calories a little bit more for the next 2 days because my body just like absorbed those carbs. I'm so insulin sensitive right now. So I ended up having 3 higher carb days all back to back. My weight stayed exactly the same throughout that. But today, which is I guess like 3 days later, back to my lower calorie days. Today I am just finishing my steps for the evening and then going to call it a night. Overall, at 4 weeks out, I'm feeling a hell of a lot better than I did with my previous preps. I was talking to Paul about this and like just wondering like what were the major changes, like what's the difference that I've made from last prep to this prep, and there's definitely a few. One thing, obviously the TRT that I added in last year after my previous show, because getting blood work done after that show, obviously saw that my test was tanked, so I decided to implement that in. I know that's been making a big difference. The other thing is just having a coach. Last prep I coached myself, and this sport is it's hard to be objective with yourself, and you always want to push harder, you always want to do more, but I didn't have that ability to tell myself to take my foot off the gas and let myself like refeed, recover, take more rest days. So I just dug myself into a very deep, hard hole, and I suffered for many, many weeks. So now having my coach in my corner and just like keeping me on pace and keeping my head on straight has been a huge game changer, helping with recovery and all that. And lastly, my mindset. I have noticed a lot of maturity as an athlete in the sport, and just in terms of not looking at my competition, I'm just focused on myself. Maturity obviously with my food and my meal plan and staying consistent and just enjoying the process. Like living every day to the fullest, enjoying it, making the most out of it, and just cherishing this time, because at the end of the day, like, this is our choice. We choose to do it. And if you're just going to suffer through it or think that it's the worst and you're tired and you're complaining all the time, it's gonna suck. So every day I wake up and like, I feel great, I'm motivated, I get to do this, my body allows me to do this, and it's been a huge change for my mindset. So to close off the day in the life on prep at 4 weeks out, I will leave it there. If you're not subscribed already, subscribe. Leave a comment about what you'd like to see next in the prep series. Hopefully get 1 or 2 more in before show day, but I will definitely be taking you guys along on show day for sure. Bye!